Yo. Well, we was jamming, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Welcome to Walking Free Podcast. I am Chris, like I always am. It's my faithful co-host, Rocky McComas. Yay. I didn't hit the button because we don't have a guest today. We figured we would just come up and chop it up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
See what happens. Just so you guys are aware, we don't have a plan.
Ever.
We're just winging it.
We are moved by the Spirit, bud.
That's it. Yeah. So what's up?
None. Working, trying to I'm just gonna let's talk about what being blessed means to us.
Okay.
I know I've been dead several times in my life.
Yeah.
And I made it out. So, I guess when you've lived that kind of life and you've lived in the chaos, you talk about people talk about being blessed. I feel like I'm blessed every day, every opportunity I get. And I say it all the time, is I don't deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I live better than I deserve.
Yeah.
Maybe I do deserve it, but I think maybe I do. But, maybe I don't.
There's a couple ways I think we could look at that.
I mean,
you put the work in.
By God's grace.
But I wouldn't. I'm OTG.
Yeah.
Only through God. That's the only reason I'm here.
Forgiveness.
You know what I mean?
Forgiven.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because I believed. That's what it amounted to. Everything in my life literally changed when I said, okay, I believe.
Yeah. And then we get to live our lives. And the other day we had your son Topher with us and stuff. Me and Jen did. And, and he actually liked me.
It's because you got the beard now.
We took him to the, you know what I mean? It's I just get it. I don't know, everything today, it's just so much different. Before, I was just thinking when we was walking through Walmart and he went to sleep for 5 minutes literally in the truck. But then when we took him out to take him inside, he boom, Undertaker, boom, he come alive. But back in the day, even when I had my son was small, it was almost it was a burden all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta carry this baby around. I gotta take this. We actually had fun with him. Maybe that's because we only had him once.
Well, that's fair.
But I'm saying no, them are blessings, dude. Blessing that I have the patience and tolerance to deal with things like that, and just people in life. And I know I'm being sanctified and I'm growing closer to God, and I'm getting more patient, and I'm getting more believe it or not, I'm getting more restraint in the way that I handle things, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to step back and not be so arrogant and outright and forceful about things. I'm trying to consider people hurting people's feelings, even if they're wrong. And I haven't always been that way, but God's just moving a lot in my life and changing a lot of things on me internally. And I have a very good relationship going on. Me and Jen is getting along great. And even with Carson, and I get along with him great. There's no problems, no conflict at all. And I'm home and I get to interact with the people, with the guys, and I like Clifford. We got Clifford back and I just love him to death.
Yeah.
I don't even realize I loved him so much.
Yeah.
You're
not letting him go this time, are you?
I didn't told him. I'm gonna put a warning out. I'm gonna put a warning out on Facebook. Clifford West is off limits.
Right.
If you see him, you better call me. Because if you're ready, no, but
you can't touch him. He's connected.
I don't know, but I ain't gonna say anything. You're gonna talk about your side of it, but then I get to see you and your family, and I don't get to see all the things that goes on inside that. But the thing of it is we're doing this. It's never easy,
right?
It's not.
Yeah,
it's growing. We're growing and being molded we're the clay, right?
Legit.
You know what I mean? We're getting molded.
I just want to tell you real fast. I was at GM all day.
Mhm.
I've been crying about it all day, about how early I woke up or whatever. That's not the point. A woman noticed me by my voice from this podcast.
Hallelujah.
It was wild. It was whoa. It was a wow moment. She said,
Amen.
"You're on the podcast." Maybe. I said, "Is it my face or my voice?" She said, "It's definitely your voice."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a radio
Like
voice.
I was talking to
voice
somebody
for
that was
radio.
sitting like right over here.
Yeah.
And she like turned and looked at me like,
She must listen a lot.
yeah. Say
Well,
hi
hello
to
there,
her.
hun. Yeah, hey, lady, whatever. Woman.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lady.
woman.
Hey, woman. But I thought it was cool. It was just like a
kind of like
what?
a Wolfman Jack.
Yeah.
Get that voice, that radio voice.
Wow.
But you know what I mean? It's
Wowza. Bless,
and
bro.
dude, I just literally dude, we just booked it it's not bragging, but you know what I mean? All my life I always seen people that go on these fancy trips, to Florida and Jamaica and the Bahamas and things like that. And I thought, I will never,
Right.
ever. You must need 20 grand to go on a vacation like that.
You don't.
No. I literally just bought a cruise vacation to Jamaica for like $1,700
Yeah, man. For two people?
for two people
Winning.
for a week. You're gonna go to Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, then somewhere in Mexico, then back to Louisiana.
Can I borrow $1,700? I'm joking.
But literally,
I get it. I run off all the time.
I know. We went and we took off to the Niagara Falls on the weekend.
Just hey, you want to go?
Easy.
Let's go.
It's so easy. You think about I was confined by my hometown my whole life because I was hooked on drugs and I couldn't afford to go anywhere.
I can't go to Niagara Falls. Where am I going to get dope?
Yeah, I can't get no dope, and you know what I mean. I don't want to drive with all this dope. And then if I did buy a bunch to last me, it would never have lasted me.
Nope,
never. You know what I mean?
We'd have ran out.
I'd probably been passed out or OD'd at a rest stop or something somewhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Then got pulled over and I'm in jail in Albuquerque.
For sure.
But that's it. You know what I mean? But now it's weird. It's just, I don't know. I'm just I live a totally different life. Totally different.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Totally different.
Yeah.
How did we get here? What is your blessings in your life look like?
All of them, bro. I'm a busy person, right? Sometimes I lose sight of all this is because I believed. That's really everybody. Oh, it don't happen overnight. Well, with my story, it literally did. It was click, and man.
How about the fact that people listen to you? People take what comes out of Chris Earhart's mouth and actually considers it.
Lord help them.
And make decisions based upon it. And based off of it.
I have sheriffs that call me and say, "What would you do for alcohol treatment?" What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a lot of I have that imposter syndrome creeps in sometimes. Man, if these dudes only knew, but they do because I tell everybody. Yeah,
it's part of your job requirements.
Wow, flash these cigars out quick.
Yeah,
just to show that it can't be done. God can.
Part of your job requirements.
God can do this, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
come on, 100%.
Some more.
My blessings is what you asked me about.
Yeah,
bro. I am 47 months sober today. Yeah, I hit the button. Let's act like I hit the button. Yeah. And back when, here we go. Here's another blessing. I beat Rocky in one game of bowling. But
was a champion, though, bud.
I mean,
champion. Can y'all see this? Look here.
Here's the deal. I didn't get no medals. I don't need no recognition for my part.
If it makes you feel any less of a man, Jen actually beat me one game too.
Yes, she beat me that game too, but I beat you that game. That's where I was like, hey, I won one.
All right,
Kind of.
come on.
I mean, I have a whole legacy. He's 10 months old,
Mhm.
you know?
And loved by many. He's already like he's already in the process of becoming like the governor.
Bro, I think he's a very popular baby.
He's already got like 50,000 votes.
He is Jen said it was 126 to 148.
Here we go. Don't
read those comments.
Don't read those comments.
I'm
Bleep her out.
I'm bleeping her out just for you.
No.
No, I put it on the screen where it shows on the screen. I'm not bleeping her out.
All right.
Okay, anyways. Family. That was weird. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Still weird sometimes, but I've really began to like just embrace it. My job. I make better money than I've ever made in my life. You know what I mean? Got a really nice big house.
Do you ever see a disconnect notice?
No.
You don't struggle with paying your bills?
I do not. I might have like less money than I want, but like
that's the
I remember, and here's the
sustainability.
I was broke, just like a few weeks ago. I'm flat broke. But then I look at my bank account and it's like $1,400 in there, something like that, right? And I thought back to like when I was broke, like what, and I really felt like I'm broke, you know. But I remember times when I went like months without like having anything more to offer people than I'll go get our fountain pop if you buy it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or I can go get the drugs, but you got to buy
like
it.
When you literally like, I know I've literally like done like $200 worth of work for like $40 worth of dope on a daily basis.
Constantly
do stuff like,
constantly
used to do that. Like, for real, defeated.
Do like all day's work and just because they keep you high on meth, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, so I have a job that, and I get to help people like full time. That's all I do is help get people into treatment. Right.
So carrying other people's burdens is a blessing to you.
Yes. It's just the way it went. And, I am 208 hours into my 350-hour practicum to be a licensed addiction counselor. Practicum. It's weird. Just go with it. What it means is free hours you work to show that you're serious. Okay. So right. I'm 208 hours into 350. So I'll have a whole bachelor's degree this year.
That's what's up.
And I've already taken the test to become a licensed addiction counselor. -A. -A means associate. And you get it dropped off after you get more hours. It's all about hours. That's the licensure part. But I've already done the test by getting a KDAC too. Rocky forgot to mute his phone, and that's okay.
That's Jeff calling me. I was supposed to measure my helmet earlier, and they got some helmets on sale. Like $500 helmets for $160.
Jeff, if you're listening, it's extra large head.
Quit playing.
Oh, big headed dude over there. Anyways, what else, bro? I'm just my connection to people now is genuine and very authentic. I remember sleeping on couches in someone's house, knowing that they didn't want me there, knowing it. I knew they did not want me there. It's a weird feeling.
Like we think about like, where do you think like all this comes from? Like the motivation is just the ability to just keep going, like on the discernment, like where does that come from?
The easy answer would be God.
Yeah.
The harder
Holy Spirit, but
the harder answer would be the work that I put in. The rehab, sober living, PHP, all the stuff, the school, the certifications, the
but you know,
the
like,
learning.
yeah, but like, what do you think? I always think about, like, you know, I mean, I do the same thing. I just in a different thing.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
you have grown in your career, and I have grown in mine. We're just
Right.
we're just do two different things.
Right.
But we are both up there.
You know that our lives today are a direct correlation to decisions and choices that we made a year ago.
But where did we give the ability to make those good choices? Because I couldn't make them.
I've
never been able to make them good choices. I've never been able to continue doing the right thing. I've never been able to, like, do the right thing. I always knew, like, you know, I guess what gets on my nerves most about, like, being around people in recovery, like, because everyone has very good advice.
Yeah.
You see, like, everyone really knows exactly what they need to do.
Right.
But they can't do it.
Yeah.
And I was the same way.
Yeah.
So why did I at some point hunker down and, like, do it? And I think it was like, you know what I mean? Like, God, it's like, you know, I don't know. I just wanted, for some reason, I just wanted something different.
Yeah.
Like, the things that used to, like, taste so well.
Yeah.
I lost my taste for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these things that the chaos and all these things that I enjoyed, you know, the
Right.
drugs, and, like, I enjoyed conflict, and I still have struggle with conflict,
Right.
but I don't enjoy it no more. And I feel stupid sometimes because of it. You know what I mean? But I don't know, you know, what it is. Well, where do you think that comes from?
OTG.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
But we could say OTG, but I'm just saying, like,
okay, I'll go a different route with it.
Like that. What these are things, like, you know, the peace and things that must come from, like, the Holy Spirit. That's like, I think I was just watching Philip and Anthony Mitchell a reel about this the other day, and he talked about, like, everyone sits around waits for blessings and all these blessings, but, you know, like, we already have the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
that is the greatest one
100%
we could ever, like. Why do we need any more? Why do we expect more from God? Why do we, like, always asking for, like these little stupid things that we could do it ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, our one hard decision away from accomplishing, we have to pray for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, please do, you know what I mean? Take this from me. Take this from me. You know what I mean? Like, it's one decision away from giving it up.
Yeah.
But you got to pray for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I could go another route on, like, I think it's the actions that we put in. Like, we listen to God and we try to follow God the best to our ability, right?
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean I just don't do anything.
Mhm.
You know, I put the work in.
Mhm.
You put the work in to get to where you're at. You don't drive a brand new truck for no reason.
Mhm. But it's kind of like my heart's desires.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll just tell you the truth. I am where I am at due to obedience.
Mhm.
God told me, marry her and I'll make a way, right?
Yeah.
I just said, okay.
You sure you said that you marry her and make a baby?
No, he said, marry her and I'll make a way. He didn't say, marry her and it'll be easy, you know? But we counted it up the other night. The way we can tell if we're in a serious argument is when I shut my phone off. Okay. It's only happened 3 times. And think about how fast we got married, right? It's only happened 3 times. We've lived together for a year. At the end of this month, it'll be a year. Bro, we was married for 6 months before we even lived together. I've only shut my phone off on her 3 times. It's not bad, bro. Not my track record. I've done it. I've done that 3 times in a day to other people.
Yeah. I personally, though, I cannot stand to argue with somebody through text messaging or on the phone. I can't do it.
I know.
I can't. Dude, I get mad.
Yeah.
That in itself makes me too mad to even discuss anything.
No, like, when I shut the phone off, that's so she can't see my location. Like, and when I'm just on that, you've seen me just
Why are
on
you
that.
doing that?
Because
You are petty.
it's been a while since I did it. I'm being very transparent here, Rocky.
I keep my
she called-
location on my what's that? Snapchat.
I bet you do.
I know where Grizzly is. I know where Paige is all the time. We all keep our Snapchat, our location on.
I have my Apple location on, and like she's the only one that gets. She can't. We don't like track each other, but if she wants to know where she might track me. She's a stalker.
You're a spiteful little thing.
So when I get mad,
turn it off.
I shut it down. I'll show you. So petty, like King Petty.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know why she puts up with you.
Me neither. How does this even happen?
Then we said she's a crazy one. You're the crazy one.
Oh,
you're the petty one.
I'm certified, bud.
Yeah.
I get all the certifications, including being crazy.
Yeah.
But don't listen. I'm here to talk about my stuff, but
Right.
she's my wife.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But what we did is our marriage is because of God.
Mm-hmm.
And like, bro, what I look like getting married and there's all these kids involved, and I might have told her that I couldn't have kids because I thought that was true. I thought that
you
drugs
trapped her.
I thought drugs had
You trapped her.
She signed the papers, man. She's trapped anyways. But man, it's and you told me like, and I argued with you on the phone last night. It was something simple. Like Elisa was going to work and I had yelled the same thing every time. Like I'll stop her and say, like, hey, don't work too hard. Because my dad always said that to me when I acted like I was going to work. But and you said you're a good dad, and like that, it hit something in me where I'm like, no, I'm not. Immediately, wasn't I? I was just like, immediately, no, I'm not.
No, I feel.
What are you talking about?
Jen told me yesterday I was a good man, and I don't know how to take it.
I don't like. I freak out about it a little bit. Like, no, I'm not. You don't know.
I can't take it. And when people are like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," I don't know how to take that.
But that being said, I do see my progress.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've come a long way from like,
we should have her in here right now. She'd tell you exactly how
she just said trapped.
Poor girl, we're praying for you.
Yeah, man. See, there she is with this. Just reading that made me like,
what?
I feel like she said, you're an incredible daddy. I see you. And I'm just like, I don't mean it to be there, but there's this automatic. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe that's probably some
self-healing that needs to work on itself.
And you know what? Like that's part of this process.
Right. What I can say is I know that I'm doing right. I know that I don't have it all figured out. I don't got it all together.
Thank God, though. Thank God I will never have it all figured out.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
That keeps me humble. Like I know I'm never going to be able to. I know I'm ignorant to a lot of things. People like you, if you call somebody ignorant, they get upset. It's like, dude, we're all ignorant.
Right.
To something.
I am emotionally ignorant sometimes.
I will never, and some things I like to remain ignorant to. I like to remain ignorant to people's BS.
Right.
You know, I wish I didn't have discernment. I wish I couldn't tell wrong from right. I wish I was naive. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be frustrated half the time. You know, but that's like we're all ignorant to something. Everybody.
100% correct.
You'll never know everything. You'll never have it all figured out. I think that's one of my biggest struggles. Like I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I was like, like God, we think that like we can figure out God's purpose, or we figure this out, or we figure like God's power is what they call it, like it's incomprehensible.
Yeah.
You cannot comprehend.
I don't
You
think- I
people
think
try to
you're right.
figure this out. You can't. There ain't no
No.
figuring this out.
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
that's where the faith comes in.
yes,
You know what I mean?
Trust.
That's where just like,
I trust he's got his hands in this somehow, somewhere.
yeah,
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like we hear all these stories all the time. People talk, well, God did this, God did that, God did this, God did that. And I'm like, oh, God wouldn't do that. But
Right.
who am I to say?
yeah, exactly.
Maybe he did.
Exactly.
Maybe this was something that he did to detour the path. You know what I mean? Like you would think, like things happen in life, you know what I mean, to like guide you in certain directions. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
who am I to comprehend? Why do I stress out so much on just trying to understand?
Or if I'm looking at your life and I'm like, well, that ain't his purpose.
Yeah.
Who am I to know
Dude,
God's purpose for you?
I was in a like in the book of Acts, and I was in a Bible study one time over at Tim McGuinn's house.
Yeah.
We was over there in a Bible study, and we was talking, and I think it's the book of Acts where it talked about like when they met, they was all going to this house where the Spirit came in and everything, what I'm
Right.
talking about? And like there was a man standing there with like a jug of water. Like they said, like somebody said, go to where that man's standing with a jug of water. You know what I mean? And like at this time, I guess, like men didn't do that. Women were servers. Women held the jugs of water. Women are the ones who poured the water and like
Right.
did the things. But you know what I mean? What if that small thing was that guy's sole purpose, God's sole purpose for him?
Yep.
At that point in time to do that certain thing.
Everything led
Everything
up to
led up to that. That was his purpose at that in God.
Yeah.
God had him on this face of this earth to do that one thing, because that one thing was a part of fulfilling the prophecy, or
Right.
whatever you want to talk, whatever
Right.
you want to call it,
Right.
whatever, whoever's intelligent enough to put a name on that, go for it. But I'm just saying, like, what if our purpose in God, could be that small? Maybe
Good.
what if like I think about this too, like what if I could have already like done what God intended me to do?
Right.
Now I'm just like, just, I don't know, just following Jesus, sharing the love of God.
That's it, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's
I think it all begins. I think the basics of it are somewhere.
yeah.
I think we all have gifts to use. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of things like get confused and get tossed around, and and like we could all say it was, and I tell people this all the time, I mean, like some people think they do have it all figured out. Like you'll post something on Facebook and everyone, like certain people are always like, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Like, it took 24 elders, 12 disciples, but you got one human that thinks they know everything,
Yeah.
all
the time.
You got 24 elders in heaven, 12 disciples, but you got one guy who thinks he knows everything.
Oh yeah.
Got it all figured out.
Yep. Plain
Yeah.
and simple.
I mean, I think about it, like, if you read like the Bible and like the 12 disciples, like the books, Mark, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, they all have a perspective of like what happened at that point in time.
Yep.
Like, what I mean? They'll go and they'll talk about, like, they'll go and rehearse what they seen from their perspective of what happened in that moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think, it's different perspectives,
Exactly. All about perspective.
Yeah. So I think, what I mean, like even, that's why honestly, and I don't care if like who thinks I'm wrong or not, but I think like scripture like meets me where I'm at certain points in my life.
Facts.
I mean, my life situation and circumstances makes me relate to things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I see things that other people don't see because of my life, the way my life has been. I might see things, you know what I mean? I think if it promotes, what the things of the Spirit, like peace and, truth and, love and all these,
Yeah.
I think if that's what it gives you, you know what I mean? Then, hey, but who am I to try to figure this out?
For real.
I get that's one of my
But
biggest
here I am
struggles.
still trying to figure it out. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I want to know everything. But in order to do that, I have to realize my base starting point is I know nothing.
Mhm.
And I'm never going to know
No.
everything. I'm never even going to know a lot. What I'm going to know is this is what I know. I believe that was Zach saying that song, God's got a purpose for me, right?
Yeah.
And every time I see somebody's eyes light up, I'm thinking of Jason Young. I'm thinking of Robert Fields. I'm thinking of all these people that it turns on in their eyes, and it's like that's what I get high from these days. I'll be up in the treatment center running around talking. I talk individually with each person, no matter what.
Mhm.
And what if like, because I'm like, why didn't I get my crap together when I was 22?
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine how
But
I probably would by now thought I know everything.
But if I did, I wouldn't be no good at what I do now.
Yeah. I wouldn't have the understanding of,
Right.
or the street cred.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The empathy, the relatability.
I don't think there's like one person out there who can say like, oh, Chris be lying. Back in the day, they could say that, but
Chris be lying. You could tell by looking at you, you're a liar.
I'll lie to you right now. You're different.
That's what I said.
Maybe not Chris don't lie, but what about Chris is very authentic? I'm not gonna hide it from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
do that. You know what I mean? Like that is the best quality a person can have. I don't care if I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're ridiculously honest or if you're goofy all the time. I could take all that. I could take the fact that people get on my nerves when I'm around them. Yeah. What I do not or cannot stand is when people are fake.
Man, just be real.
Yeah.
Keep it real, bro.
Yeah. Like that's one thing. Like I don't care. I am who I am when I'm in church. I am who I am at work. I am who I am wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It don't matter. And I believe you the same way.
People see that.
And you the same way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm goofy all the time.
Yeah.
I'm intelligent all the time.
And people like,
I'm stupid all
in my mind. And I post a lot of conflicting things on Facebook and everything, but that's my mind, dude.
Yeah.
You try living in this thing.
Right.
I mean, this mind, my mind is trying to figure this out. And it causes me like a lot of problems. Like not really, I wasn't gonna say problems, but it's like I don't know. And the fact that I have ADHD, don't help me any either. So I'm thinking of 6 things at once.
Right. Whole list of stuff that you're not going to get accomplished because
never.
You're just going to sit
I'm still
and think
thinking about
it.
something that I thought up 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished with that yet. But I don't know. It's like, it's weird, dude. It's weird to like go every day and like just constantly trying to like stress over figuring like life out.
Yeah. No.
Life, love, like, and it's when we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
We got like 20 minutes to talk about it. And I heard somebody was saying something the other day about you'll never see like blessings, or you'll never see revival, or you'll never see miracles, signs, and wonders, and you'll never see healing taking place as long as you continue to live the way you did, with the way you do. And like if you come into church on Sunday, you know what I mean, and you act like a Christian on Sunday, but then you go and live for the world the rest of the days of the week, like I witnessed healing.
Yeah.
Out the gate, but long before, like I knew there was something that took place inside of me is what got me thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We talked about like, the Roman officer's daughter.
Yeah.
Do you think she lived a righteous life 7 days a week?
No.
Do you think she lived for Jesus 7 days a week? No. Do you think the man that was by the well that was healed lived for God 7 days a week? I imagine he was probably bitter, angry,
for sure.
depressed,
Yeah.
hated everything and everybody. He sat there by a well for 30 years
Yeah.
and watched all these people go by and no one would help him in. Do you think that he lived a loving, honest life when Jesus come upon him and was like, pick up your mat and walk? Did he witness that miracle, signs, and wonders, the healing take place? You know what I mean? But for some reason, he had faith. That's what it all comes down to, bro.
Yeah.
Faith.
That's it.
You know, faith. And I think sometimes, even well, if you think about like even with Lazarus, you know, he knew Lazarus died. He went the different direction. He let him lay in there for 4 days.
Yeah.
Before he came back to heal him, because when it come to like the boy, when he healed the boy with the boy that was having like spiritual, like was possessed by demons and stuff, who was, I don't know, he was laying, shaking and convulsing and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the priest said, oh, well, they always come up with something. Well, no, it could have been this, or it was this, or it was that. You know what I mean? Or like the little girl, she was asleep. You know what I mean? When Jesus did these miracles, you know, they was always thinking of justifying it in some way or another.
Right.
Well, now justify this, bud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been dead for 4 days. Justify that. But I'm saying, you know, like the leper.
Yeah.
You think that leper lived for Jesus? Did that? No. Every I don't think you could. I honestly, the only healing and miracle, sign and wonder that I seen that I can honestly remember that reading about in the Bible is, I think, when as Elijah told that king, you have to go to the river and dunk yourself like 6 times. It was like in the book of Kings. He had leprosy on him or something. Like he had to actually do something in order to get that to take place. That's the only one. I mean, you think about, okay, another one in the fire, the 3 boys with the fourth brand in the fire.
Shadrach, Meshach.
Yeah, indigo or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were Jewish people, but you know what I mean? They had the faith.
Yeah.
They had faith. It was about faith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It's always been about believing in faith. What do you say about the man on the cross, the thief on the cross? He was nailed to the cross because he wasn't living the right way.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me, like, no, he believed Jesus is who he said he was. He believed Jesus was the Messiah, the Son of God on earth. That's it. Yeah. And I think when it comes down to it, dude, like that's, you know, I sometimes I will be in church and I'll look around at people. That's why I close my eyes, because I'll look around and I'll like people just be standing there, like people won't be raising their hands, and then I start to like judge people. You know what I mean? And I think like I think it's not about really the way you live as much as it is about like what you believe.
Yeah.
What you've like witnessed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like long before like the healing inside of me took place, long before I knew how to live, long before I knew anything, long before I read the Bible. You know, I mean, honestly, the healing in me took place in a little church over in North Manchester when an anointed lady was playing behind the keyboards during worship. And I was ignorant to everything.
Yeah.
I witnessed the healing. I experienced the healing at that point in time. And I just got out of jail.
Right.
I didn't know how to live.
Right. For sure.
You know what I mean? But I believed. I've seen other people I was curious.
Yeah.
What are all these people doing?
I wasn't. I was skeptical.
I know, but you went there for the girls. You even married one of them.
Got one. You know what I mean?
But, you know, and I'm not saying that to be like mean or to be confrontational, because at first it aggravated me and it made me mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now we like teaching people that, I mean, no, it's not. That's not the right answer. You know what I mean? It's faith, bro. It's believing.
That's it. That's what it is.
It's believing. It starts with believing. You know,
For God so loved the world, he gave his
Yeah.
only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
even the Israelites, they, you know what I mean? Like when Moses brought them out and he separated the sea, you know, parted the sea to rescue them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They wasn't living for God. They wanted to go back to Egypt.
for sure. Yeah,
They did. They wanted to go back to where they was comfortable. They was scared to death.
yeah,
They were scared of the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh was their idol at that point in time. He was the God.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So honestly, it's like I think it comes down to it. Do we believe that Jesus is who he says he is? Do we believe that Jesus can do what he says he can do? Do we have faith? Do we trust in God? And I think that is the basis.
Yeah.
And like the way you live will generally improve over time.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Your heart posture will change over time. Sanctification is a process that we go through.
Right.
You know, that's the truth. Like, you know, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. And that's something like I think that's the basis of it. And this is where my mind goes. I'm always like trying to figure this out. And I need to like,
Be cool, bro.
yeah, like I was I was watching the book of Enoch on the story of Enoch last night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I watched the story of Abraham. Like you know what I mean? Like I know the people talk about like the New Testament and the Old Testament. Oh, I don't read the Old Testament. You know, I'm a Jesus person, dude. But you know what? Like if you like Paul, the New Testament is more about like what you should and shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And is more like geared towards like spiritual maturity and like telling you how to live and like more judgmental, I think, than like the Old Testament is like amazing.
Oh, yeah.
There's some amazing stories, amazing people, like amazing godly people. Think about like Abraham, and you know, like we have Bibles, we have peoples, we have teachers, guides. You know what I mean? Just imagine like living back there, living that faith. You know what I mean? Like it was like Abraham was like 100 and something years old when he finally like with his wife. I can't remember her name, but
Rebecca?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, somebody knows. Somebody's out there saying it right now. Do. But
my wife knows.
But he had a baby with his like nanny,
Sarah,
something like that. But when he did that, then God told him, you know, to take it up there, and he believed in God so wholeheartedly. He listened and talked to God. He was going to sacrifice his first son with his wife.
Yeah.
Would you ever? I couldn't do that. I don't think anyone's humanly capable of doing that. We will, if that's what it requires, I will never get there.
Yeah.
Never.
Abraham was going.
He was doing it.
He was going.
The angel stopped him.
Yeah, he was going.
Yeah, put the goat and the goat injured goat in the thicket. You know what I mean? Put him on. Do it. You don't touch that child.
Yeah.
And look what that child became.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like that's faith, dude. Like, you know, goes against everything that you would comprehend to be like makes sense. Faith sometimes goes against everything that makes sense to you.
For sure. Like marry her and I'll make a way. What?
Yeah. I'm just saying, but
what do you mean?
That's what we're dealing with. It's incomprehensible. To me, it's incomprehensible. 100%. And I find more peace out of it when I like really stop trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know? And I have to guard my heart sometimes. I have to protect myself from being around certain people. Because, you know, and it's not necessary. I don't think it's always their flaws. Sometimes I think I'm protecting them from mine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm helping us both out, bud.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like some people like I conflict with, and I get that. And I don't know, maybe there might be, you know, maybe there's some healing that still needs to take place in that.
100%.
You know, I guarantee it. You know, I've lived a life of trauma and chaos.
Yeah.
30,000 miles away from God.
Yep.
I've I've come 20,000 miles closer to God, but I'm still 10,000 miles away. I have come closer to God more. I have traveled more miles closer to God than most people ever have, but I'm still a lot farther away than they ever were.
Right.
You know what I'm
Because of our
saying?
starting points.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My, you know, like they said, the sun, they seen him coming from far off. You know.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
Listen to that. I can hear that.
I know. What is that?
Your beard scratch. Oh, that.
Yeah, it sounds like a pencil
Somebody
sharpener.
driving by or something.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Today it's a good topic, good conversation today. But you know, I just, you know, when it comes down to it, dude, like, you have to like believe that God is who He says He is. Jesus is who He says He is. He is capable of what He's capable of doing. You have to believe. You know. So you know what I mean? Like, do we believe, like, you know? I mean, if so we pray for things all the time. People pray for things or other people all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So does that mean, like, so does that mean like if we don't live right, live righteous, or live right by man's standards, by somebody saying, you know what I mean, like living right by our you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna keep getting in. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, or I don't want to seem like I'm being like negative towards anything. But you know, it's been on my mind. It's weighed heavy on me. You know, because when it comes down to it, like, I may look at you and you may not live good right by my standards.
Yeah.
But my standards don't count.
Facts.
It's His.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
And that's what it is, man. That's
Like
that's
you could
just
be,
what it is.
You could be on a totally different path that conflicts with my idea of my path. And I might think you're wrong for doing it.
Yep.
And I understand that, but it doesn't help me any.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I do. I get it.
And that's like the human in me. That's like the man in me. That's that like the warrior in me. I just always want to, like, I don't know why I want to conflict, or I don't know why I like crave like competition, or I don't know if it's I don't know.
Where's that medal you got?
Here, bud. Dude, bud.
Who won?
I won that.
But who won?
I did.
Win. Not that one game that Jim beat you?
I won. I had the biggest, highest score.
Yeah.
Of all night.
You did?
Yeah. 248.
So by your standards, you won, but maybe
no,
by like Chris and Jen's standards,
they had rules.
We won one time.
But they had rules. You did. You won the game. I won the overall.
You won the war.
The war. You may have won the battle. I will win the war.
That was pretty good.
No. But you know, I don't know. Do
you sleep with that medal?
No, actually I lost it till yesterday. I never did take, you know me, I always track my progress and stuff with Facebook.
Yeah.
And I never even took a picture of it and posted on Facebook. Yeah.
You didn't?
I didn't want to rub it in your face. I thought it might humiliate you.
Wow.
Make you feel stupid.
No.
You know? Make you feel bad.
No.
I wouldn't want to make you feel like you're less than.
Well, I could be less than if I compared I
wouldn't want to be arrogant and egotistical. You know what I mean? Well, no.
So you're okay with admitting that Jen beat you?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Why was that so hard?
I am okay with admitting the fact that, like, I bowled that first game and everyone's like, oh my God. I thought I had to come down to earth with everyone else, like bowl like everyone else.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
That's probably a really high probability of that. You know what? Hold on. Rocky, thank you for letting me and Jen win that one game. Even though she beat me too, I still beat you. But I mean, not if you wouldn't have given me the
dude. I got my own ball, bud. You know
Yeah.
what's old, it was Eddie Murphy. No,
You
not Eddie
showed up-
Murphy. It's what's
Hey.
his name? Kingpin.
Oh, Rocky showed up with a headband and a bowling shirt and a bowling bag and the bowling
right.
ball.
Yeah,
I didn't
Amen.
down there using the air and lining up right
Yeah.
and shaking hands with the front pin. And you didn't think I knew that, but I did.
Yeah, it's okay.
But all I was just trying to say, like, I appreciate you letting us win a little bit too.
That's all right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's all.
We're gonna. What are you guys doing on Sunday?
I don't know. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah,
We'll
so what?
probably.
Like, we're going to Dan's
she-
church. I think you got to go with us.
She's wanting to go to a campground or something.
Well, you got to go to Dan's church with us.
Maybe.
See,
That's a maybe. That's it. That's what it is.
can't be playing, bro.
Nope.
I
I'm
think you know what I mean,
authentic.
and I think I'm going to go back to back when I was like really was excited about church.
Yeah.
I was going to multiple churches. I was like, and I think I think it's good to be rooted in a church.
Yeah.
Or like a root. I'm not going to say in the church. Of course, it's the church, but I'm just like within a community. I think it's great to like be rooted within a community. But if I was to just like, I think a lot of people go to like one church and they go there, then they don't like it or they get hurt there or something, but somebody bothers them or something. They quit going back to church altogether because they think that they're all the same. I think I have I know a lot of people because I've been to a lot of churches.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. I've been to a lot of churches. I've been, I know a lot of people by that. I think that's a healthy thing to be more like a kingdom person.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. But they probably see me come in. They're probably like, "Oh, don't get him involved. Don't talk to him."
Don't talk to him.
He's
got a bowling medal.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I'm in a weird place in right now.
What do you mean?
Just with I think I was so heavily involved in recovery, and then I left for like 6 months. Like last year at this time, I thought I was living my best life.
Yeah.
And like 3 months later, dude, it all was falling apart.
A year ago right now, I was like my wife was pregnant.
Yeah. But listen, this is what God can do when seasons change. You know what I mean? Like I thought I was living my best life a year ago.
Yeah.
A few months later, I was like
devastated.
And I had some ugly things that showed up back in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some ugly emotional. I dealt with some ugly, very ugly, like feelings and like a lot of the things that I've, like that have haunted me like in the past. And I didn't, but like it was, I kind of like, I went off on the road and I went on the road to like, I dealt with it and to get some, and then like, like now, dude, like everything, my life has quadrupled to this time last year. Now my life is 5 times better than it was last year at this time when I thought that was the best that I'd ever lived.
Yeah.
And I had a road bump in there, but that's what happens. Like, sometimes what we think and how we see it, you know what I mean? Like how I see life, God doesn't see my life how I see it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's why I think like really, if I believe like I am where I am at this point in time in my life, I can't be mad at people.
Right.
Because if I wasn't supposed to be there, I wasn't supposed to be there.
Legit.
You know what I mean? Like if God doesn't want me there, then I would have never have stayed there. And like I believe like he didn't want me there. And like now, like my life and all my relationships and like my life and my mental health and everything is 5 times better than it was last year when I thought that I was living my best life.
Yeah. So what does next year look like?
I don't know, but I'm encouraged.
I can dig it.
And it just keeps going.
Yeah.
But you know, just think about it. Like if I would have gave up
Yeah.
back in August,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm about to cry right now.
I know.
And I freaking wanted to, dude.
Yeah.
Mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I wanted to let loose.
Yeah.
I could have done a lot of different things, but something kept me on track.
We both know what something
I
is.
know it. But something did.
Yeah. And here you sit.
I know it. But like here I sit 5 times better than I was before that happened. So he had to break something in order for him to build something. Like he had to do, he had to get something out away from me to give me what he had for me.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
and when you're going through that, you never see it like that.
Right.
When you're going through that process, it doesn't feel like a blessing.
Right.
It
For
doesn't
sure.
feel like this is how I'm supposed. It doesn't feel like, you know, this is the best thing for me. It doesn't feel like, you know, like God's involved. Why would you do this?
Right.
Just calm down, bud. Sit still.
Just be cool.
Just, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, I can think of 3 or 4 other times it's been something like that. You know what I mean? Like I've had very hard, you know, well, I think we all go through those moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know I see some people go through those moments and they stick to it and they want to be mad at God. They want to argue with God. They want to be like, you know, everyone needs somebody to like blame, you know, it on.
Right.
Everybody needs somebody to like be angry with.
Ari just texted me and said, tell Rocky I love him.
I love her so much. You didn't get her fingernails done.
Well,
how much does it cost?
I don't know, $50-$60.
I'll half it with you.
Okay.
Seriously. But you know, I'm just saying, like, that's real. You could say, and you know, you hear things like that all the time. You know, you hear people talk about that. You hear preachers preach about it. And half the time, I don't even know if they've witnessed it. I don't even know if it's actually happened in their life. Maybe they're just preaching it because they've heard somebody else preach it. Until it actually plays out in your own life.
Yeah.
And you see, like, you know, when you see like what comes out on the other side
right.
of a very like traumatic and painful situation, you know what I mean? Like until you actually see like that happen, would I believe it? Would I have believed in that point in time, like, you know, like it was going to be that way? No.
Dan first, like I'm about to block him.
It's all right.
He just said, why don't you have a full beard? How do I block him? Well, because I'm a professional, Dan.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you know, I just think that, you know, sometimes, and that's faith, dude. You got to have faith. Everything that we go through in life, you have to have faith. You have to have belief and trust that God has his hands in it. And that it's going to be, you know, and it honestly, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's not going to feel like it's not going to be something you want. You know, just like the Israelites when God was, you know, having Moses bring them out of Egypt. You know, they were comfortable there. They didn't want to, they wanted to go back. They had a roof over their head,
right.
all of this uncertainty. They had all this uncertainty. I think uncertainty and change is scary, even though if it's for the best. And, you know, and when it comes to God and the way he moves in our lives, you know what I mean? Like uncertainty, you don't always know what it's going to look like.
He just does stuff.
Yeah. Makes moves, bud. But I tell you what, I really can't be mad at him for it.
You can, but
And I mean, I wouldn't. I mean,
I've
I
been
might,
there.
I might have been mad at first.
Yeah,
You know
I've
what I
been
mean?
there.
But you know,
But now,
woo. But I mean,
sorry, I got real excited, bro.
that's why I'm saying, like, you know, it's important to like have this sustain like this certain quality of life, because it's kind of like, you know, you start out with this little, it's kind of like a snowball effect. You know, you gotta have like keep building up like this quality of life. You know what I mean? Like learning to love yourself and doing all this good work in yourself to make yourself feel more confident and more bring more joy into your life and bring love in your life, and know that you're living, you know what I mean, like it's like, because these hard times are going to come.
Yeah,
And if you build up this quality of life, if you really love yourself and you know, like, I'm going to get through this, that's kind of like, you know, that snowball rolling, getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So when it hits that bump, it goes all the way to the top. It might get real slow, but it crests and it makes it bound over the other side of it. You know what I mean? It's momentum. You got to have momentum.
Success breeds
Yeah.
confidence, and confidence breeds
Yeah.
success.
Yeah. I mean, you
You
got to
just
have
keep
momentum.
going.
You got to have momentum, because you're going to have the ups and downs and things.
Yeah,
You know, just like in your relationship and your marriage and my relationship, my marriage and my friendships, my relationships that I build with people and my coworkers.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just said your marriage. Are you married?
No, I said your marriage.
No, you said just like my
Well, I told you the other day, like every relationship that I go into, I live like I'm married.
Yeah.
I don't cheat. I don't. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm like, I focused on her.
Yeah.
That's I live like I'm married.
I feel like I can't even meet the needs of the one I got. What I look like going?
Yeah. But I do my best to treat their kids like they're my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do, like, I would not do that. I want to be a husband. I
Right.
want to have a wife. I want to have sustainable relationship with a woman. I want one woman. That's
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? I've wanted that my whole life, but I don't know what it's but I haven't been worthy of being I haven't, you know what I mean? I feel like I wondered, but you know what I mean? I really look back and think to myself, was I mean, I think a lot of people get married just because they get married. You know what I mean? Just to get married, just get married. I want to marry. But you know what I mean? I want to marry because God says I should be married, and I feel like I should be a husband, and I feel like I have a lot to offer a woman now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a lot, not just financially, but you know what I mean, like my heart and like my compassion and my you know, was the wisdom, whatever you want to call it, like life skills, life lesson, you know what I mean? Like whatever you call it.
Right.
I mean,
What you could do what I did. I just married somebody that has
Well, you know
10
what?
personalities.
you better quit. You're stupid, dude. You are
That was good.
You are digging a grave.
You know what she'll do?
Good thing she's a Christian girl and she's going to forgive you.
You know what she's gonna do?
What?
Hook me up with some beef stew when I get home.
Yeah. Dinty.
No, she made it. She made it yesterday.
No.
Yeah, it's made.
Really?
Facts.
It's not like canned beef stew?
No.
Carrots and everything?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about carrots, but
It's not beef stew.
I see the
then.
green beans and potatoes in there, I think.
It's not beef stew. That's like,
Man, listen, it's the Earhart House beef stew, and you can't tell me nothing.
they got brown gravy in it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She made her own little sauce with it.
Okay. What are you looking at time, man? We're over. Anyways.
She said had to have more than year 7. We're not talking about personalities.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, she's going to give you.
Jen said, I hope she spits in your dinner.
See what I got to deal with?
Hold on. I'm putting this up on the screen. You want to know what my wife said?
What?
It's already warm and waiting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, you better watch. If it's hot, you have it all over you.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You know why?
Amen.
Because it's going to be completely homemade. Mixed vegetables are in it. So,
Quit
yes,
it.
carrots.
Quit it.
That what she said.
She won't keep playing. I'm gonna come up there and get some.
Do it.
All right. No.
Fine. Don't.
I love you guys.
Love you too, bro. Ari really loves you. She's like blowing me up on text message, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, we need to get her on here.
Yeah. I did one with her, but I think that was just a Facebook. She was trying to let me join or whatever, and I don't know how to do that from this StreamYard stuff. I probably would have.
I mean, like, I've never seen Ari and didn't like smile ear to ear.
Yeah.
She just makes me smile.
I've seen her and not smile.
I know, I'm sure, but I don't have to deal with that. I'm not a dad.
Yeah.
But she just always smiles, and I just get her such a, smile. She makes me smile.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any last stuff you want to say?
No. Saying I'd say just have faith. Know that Jesus is who he says he is.
Yeah.
And he can say what he can do what he says he did. He did what they say he done. It's all about faith. I think the more you believe and the more you have faith. I think and then God works on God's time, and he does things inside of us, and I don't know, just listen to the Spirit, but I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's tough on me.
Uh-huh.
Tough on me.
Yeah.
But, I'm just saying, it's all about faith, man. Believing.
That's it.
Believing, faith.
And it'll lead to walking free. Ready?
You're going to get us the copyright. They're going to take this whole episode off.
They take my episode, bro? I'm going after them.
Quit.
Walking free. I was on the stage, like right there. The guy let me go up there.
You probably made him feel
this
awkward.
Is live. I know I made him feel awkward. That's the only reason I did it. What? She said she's gonna steal your hat.
What hat is I got on?
Fox.
Oh, Fox Racing.
Oh, whatever that is.
Who said that?
Ari.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Ari texted me too.
Did she?
Bless her heart. My credit score went up again.
Did it? You ain't gonna tell me what it is.
No, Jen's went up too.
Mine went.
Jen's is higher than mine.
Here's the deal. I have a credit score.
Yeah, Jen's is higher than mine.
Mine's over 650.
We'll be buying a house in the future.
Yeah.
Near future.
You gonna get married? Ooh.
Yeah. I plan on marrying. I told her we're getting married.
There it is. Ba, ba, da, da, na, na, na.
I've already told her. She already knows. She knew my plans. She knew my plans before we even started hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told her, I said, I don't date to date. I date to marry.
Date to marry.
Yeah.
Not me. But I'm obedient.
Rick James wrote a song about you.
Did he? Oh, God. You're done.
All right, we got to go.
I'm out.
Yeah.
All right. Do I have to do the music?
No, just go, bro.
I'll sing.
Love you, brother.
Ready? Love you too, bro. And now I'm